can you become that person that everyone wants to network with? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. I'm Julie Wakefield.
And I'm Roger Wakefield.
And this is How to Network, where we teach you how to grow your business through networking. Roger, this one today is so good because this is the one that teaches you how you can be that person that everyone wants to know and everyone wants to network with. We've got really great tips today.
You know, the funny thing is the people that really do well in networking groups are the one that everybody knows, the ones that everybody likes, the ones that everybody's connected with. That is so big. And if you can become that person, if you can be the one that brings value to the group, you're the one everybody talks about, thinks about, and wants to refer people to.
Exactly. And it also helps your chapter grow because people want to be there. Even just one person has such an impact on a networking group. So let's get started with number one.
Absolutely.
All right. The first one is make sure that you are listening attentively to what people are saying. If you kind of read between the lines, then I think you'll find what people are really needing. And then you can be that person that solves the problem or makes a connection for someone that really needs something.
And understanding other people's needs are really what's going to help you in a networking group. They're all there to grow their business just like you. But you notice the ones that really do well in a networking group, that's the ones that are really helping other people.
So, you know, Roger used to be a part of a group where the president added such value to everyone. He was so great about making the first face-to-face with the new members. He would go through the commitment to culture with them. He would find out about what they really needed, and then he would start making connections within his chapter. And that was huge because once people feel a part of something, then they want to be there every week and contribute. So that was a good start for him, is to reach out to new people and find out what they need.
And the good thing about it is when he signed up new members, at that point is when he scheduled the first face-to-face. When can we go have lunch so I can really get to know you? That's a great way to set yourself apart.
You know, another thing that is kind of hard for a lot of us to do is provide opportunities for other people to be of service to you. So, and I'm not talking about sales right now. I'm just talking about asking for help. Chad Hymas is a person that we met years ago. Roger, tell the story about how he had to learn that and going through what he went through.
Oh, and if you don't know the story of Chad Hymas, you need to check him out. He's actually a connection of mine on LinkedIn, and he's a great person. He's a great speaker. I've actually got to hear him speak. But going through what he went through, he had to get help. He went from being a normal person to being in a wheelchair, and he's learned to live with that. But it's by letting other people help him. And one of the things that he does during one of his presentations, and I don't want to ruin the story, but he brings up two people and puts them in a position that really they pretty much can't do what he's asking them to do. And the only way that it happens is when someone comes up to help them. And he says, look, sometimes we all need help. Sometimes we need to recognize when other people need help. It's a great presentation, a great story, but it's true. We all need help. And in a networking group, remember, we're all there to help our own companies grow. But sometimes the best way to do that is by helping others. And a good way to do that is to volunteer or be on a committee. Now, I was actually on the recruiting committee in my chapter. And it's great for me because I do a lot of networking, not just in Master Networks. I get out to other groups and network in the evenings or maybe just different days. Every time I go networking, I'm always looking for people that are wanting to grow. And I would invite them to other chapters too, or back to my chapter if they were in my area. The reason being in leadership, being part of the team, puts responsibility on me to help me grow the chapter. And I took that very serious.
Right. You know, it's a great way for you to grow both personally, but also to grow your chapter as well. And so people begin to see you as a leader. They know they can trust you. They know that you're going to be that person that they can depend on. So now it really just helps everyone all the way around. This next one is really one that Roger is really good at, and that is teaching people what you know. Provide values through a lunch and learn or do some type of class for your networking group that is free of charge, where you're just giving value. You talked about you getting started in YouTube. A lot of people were asking, how do you do video? And so he just did a class on how he got started.
It was a great class for me because I know nothing about marketing, nothing about advertising. I knew nothing at all, really, about social media when I started. So I've learned this all in a relatively short time It's all really new to me because I have no background in video, audio, anything at all. So these are all things that I've had to learn or bring people in that understood it and help them get additional skills so we can learn to do it better. So that was a good one that I could teach a lot of people because truthfully, in social media, video is the future and everybody needs to be doing it.
So how do you respond, Roger, when people say, I don't want to give value like that because that's what I charge for. I can't just give it away.
Number one, give away your best value. Give away everything you've got. Teach people what they need to learn. The thing is, you're going to give it to them. Number one, they're not going to see value in it. You give it to them, they see no value. But it may be enough to get them started in it. You don't give them the whole course. You give them the steps that they need to get started. They're going to get in there and they're going to realize either it's harder than they thought, they need help, they need to hire someone, or they need to spend a lot of time learning it. I think really that what I sell is how to do it faster and it be less of an impact on everything else you're trying to do. And I think that's probably a big deal.
Right. Well, and that's a great way to build trust because you're saying, look, I don't have to charge you for everything. Let me just help you get started. Eventually, they're going to come back to you for something because they trust you.
And if you give them such great value in the beginning, their mindset is, okay, what you gave me for free is amazing. What am I going to get when I buy it? And then you go really in depth with it. And think about it. If you're giving back to your networking group and you're helping them grow, they're going to keep wanting that group to grow and get better. Another great thing is be a sounding board. Be on the board of directors. What can you do to help your group get better? And sometimes it's just helping young people that are coming in that maybe have never been an entrepreneur. They don't understand a lot of the steps or a lot of the things that they should be doing. So this, again, is another great opportunity.
Another great tip is to bring guests to your meetings. You know, if you are the one who's just always showing up and then leaving and you're not really doing anything else with the group, then you're just there. You're not going to get anything out of your networking group. But if you're the person who brings, and I always say one guest a month will do it. If you can just work on bringing one guest a month, then people will see you bringing people. They'll bring people. And you know what happens when you have a larger networking group? People start to want to join, and then you start seeing a lot of return. So I think it's important to be the one to set the example to bring guests.
ROI is such a big deal. And, I tell people, look, you don't just go networking for ROI. You go networking to help other people. Because if you're helping them grow their ROI, they're going to reciprocate with you, and it's going to help you grow your business. Bringing guests, the reason it's such a big deal to me, it's helped me grow my business. So I want to make sure I do invite people and help them grow theirs.
And when you do have closed business, be grateful. People love to be around people who are just humble and grateful and have that heart to just help. So make sure that you express that gratitude in front of other people and tell everyone what someone did for you by giving you the closed business.
And maybe not even if the business closed. Maybe it was just a good referral.
Yeah.
Just acknowledging that in a group meeting, hey, Fred, I want to say thank you. That referral you gave me, that guy was wonderful. He knew so much about me before I even walked in. It wasn't like a cold call. It was like a warm referral. And that's what you really want to do. Those are what you really want to get. And being grateful to the people giving you those, that's phenomenal.
Absolutely. You know, networking is a part of lead generation. It leads to sales. And so take it seriously. And when you follow the tips that we've given you today, you will definitely be able to grow your business and help others grow their business at the same time.
And growing your network helps you grow your net worth.
What do you do to grow your business? How do you become that person people want to network? Leave a comment below and tell us what you do.
And if there's anything that you're doing that we hadn't mentioned here, make sure you put that down there too to help other people. I'm Roger Wakefield.
I'm Julie Wakefield.
And we'll see you in the next video if we don't see you at a networking event first.